Hey, what is up? So I wanted to talk about Evolve shutting down, and the biggest reason I wanted to talk about this specifically was because I kept seeing the comments mentioned all over just places for gaming news and all that. I follow a lot of gaming news stuff, so I was reading through comments about people talking about this game and shutting down, and one of the surprised me. One of the biggest things that people brought up was games as a service, the GaaS thing. And it was like the people were like, "This is what happens when you have games as a service," and they're just like trying to rag on GaaS as if this is what the issue is. It's not. It is an online server getting shut down. That's all it is. This happens all the time. It happens to games that don't have enough players and their servers shut down. I'm amazed at some games that are like 20 years old that still have their servers up. This is not an uncommon thing, in newer games. Even, well, I guess it depends, but some it just depends on which game that it is. Like it's just a lot of online games, their servers get shut down. They can't keep it up. They don't see the point in spending the money on those servers for the maybe less than 100 players playing the game, and that really sucks for those players that are enjoying the game and stuff. But it's I don't know. It's just funny to me that people are comparing this to games as a service. So, quickly talking about games as a service, just real fast, because I thought, look, man, games as a service is EA Access. It's the Xbox Game Pass. It's PlayStation Now. That is games as a service. It's not technically you could think of an online server with an online game as a service, but that's not what you're actually paying for exactly, you know what I mean? Like, unless you were paying monthly to play a specific game, like World of Warcraft, for example, then you could probably consider that games as a service. You're paying for the servers, kind of. Not really. That's not what you as a player is paying for, but that's part of where the money goes, I'm sure, But they're rich. They don't even have to, I doubt they have to worry about their server costs. But it's just an example, But yeah, so games as a service is something that it's something that you pay for to access, and I can understand the argument of people saying, "Well, I paid $60 for the game." Yes, you did, but it's not games as a service, right? You know what I mean? There's a difference. People seem to be very confused on this, and I just thought it was really funny. The game itself, Evolve, I freaking loved this game. I loved it, man. I played the monster solo player. I didn't realize this for such a long time. I just kept playing solo a lot in these online games that I play when I do play them. And as well as the monster was far more interesting to me to play as. I played the hunter a few times. Played like maybe 4 hours at the most as a hunter. It was boring as hell. Oh my gosh, running around for 20 minutes trying to chase the monster down, and then finally having a couple minutes of action and then chase the monster again. So boring. The monster was really cool because the monster's whole goal of the monster was to level up, and then tear down like a core thing or whatever. But while you're escaping the hunters, you also got to kill things and use them to level yourself up and stuff. So as the monster, it was like constantly kind of on the move, killing stuff, as well as some tenseness, making sure you're escaping the hunters and stuff. That was cool. But the hunters, especially if you were a good monster and you could keep away from the hunters for quite a while, you've got hunters just chasing at you, and the hunters just chasing monsters forever. It was really boring. Now, when they made the game go to free to play, there was a patch. I didn't play much because I started playing console before this happened. I got back into console before they did the free-to-play version on PC. So there was a patch that I saw, and I never really played it. I wanted to, but I also wasn't in the mood to go play the game, sadly. I was really hoping it would have been successful as a free-to-play model on PC, because I wanted them to bring it to console really bad as free-to-play. They never did. But there was a patch that apparently sped up the process of hunting as well as a match altogether, right? So you wouldn't have I don't know what they shortened it down to exactly. I just know they shortened it. I remember reading the patch notes. They said it made it faster. I don't remember everything that they did, and I was like, that sounds really interesting, because the game was really cool. Like, I loved it, Evolve, man. I seriously loved it. I thought it was just really, really good. The whole way they balanced the 4v1, a very tough thing to do, especially with the different classes and the different monster types, all the different abilities and everything. And it was really good, man. It wasn't perfect, but it was really it was excellent. It was freaking excellent. And to see that game fail is one of those games where it sucks to see it fail because it's so good. You know what I mean? And I really wish they would have tried to bring it to console as a free-to-play thing. I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why. Maybe it would have taken too much time and too much work. But I know that they were using the crap. I forgot about that. I know they were using the PC as a testing ground to see where they would go from the free-to-play. If they were going to take it to console and stuff. I don't know why they didn't also just have it on console, because from what I've seen, console games like that have more players than what they have on PC. I don't know why it is. I have no idea why, but it seems like I've seen this a lot. Like multiplayer games, their PC player base is usually smaller, and this depends on the game, right? But it's just especially smaller titles. I always see smaller titles somehow have more players on console, and this wasn't something I noticed until a few years ago when I was like, I don't remember what games it started with. I wasn't planning to talk about that, but it just it just reminded me as I was talking about it, so I'm really sad to see that they chose to not even try on console. Like, I understand, but I'm like, and it really sucks that making it free to play on PC didn't get it to go anywhere, to get them to want to put it on console. It was such a good game, man. It was such a good game. Damn. Well, their servers are shutting down. I didn't actually look at what the date was. I forgot. I don't have an article open. This is something that I saw like 2 days ago, and I was planning to make a video sooner, and I just didn't do it. I put it off. Been busy playing games and just chilling and stuff. So, anyways, the whole games as a service thing, that's the main reason I wanted to make this video, because I was like, I cannot believe people are saying this is games as a service. The servers are shutting down, and it's just not the same. I don't know. I just think it's funny, man. Anyways, bye, Evolve. You'll be missed. Yeah, for me, I haven't really been hardcore into multiplayer lately. Like, I play a lot more casual and more into single player now. It's just really weird. Anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. If you have any thoughts on Evolve shutting down or games as a service being compared to a server being shut down on a game that isn't being played by people. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.